I really would like to give a plug for the MFT, which is short for mental field therapy, which is a technique you developed based out of the original energy psychology. I think it was TFT, which was thought field therapy by Dr. Callahan, and then eventually morphed to EFT, and then from EFT to MTT, or meridian tapping therapies. But I attended your course in December and was very, very impressed with the knowledge that was presented there, and really providing a foundation as a framework for anyone who wanted to do this personally or professionally. I think it would be very helpful. And then, so I would give that as a strong plug. But can people plug in at any time? Can someone go to ART 3 or 2? Or is it really, because they didn't take the 1, would that be an issue, or how does that work from your perspective? Ideally, they would take 1, but I mean, if they can't and they're really excited about doing this, could they go to a 2 and kind of get mentored along the side? Or is it, I think in some of these courses you do have like a pre-day session where they can learn some of the basics and then go to the 2.
Yeah. Basically, we allow anybody to enter at any point into the field, but it is not like when you do ART 3, you don't learn in ART 3. ART 1 and ART 2, you learn ART 3,
right.
But you can just with that knowledge already do a lot of things.
Right.
But it's basically, it's the whole pie of the knowledge is subdivided in subgroups, and you can enter at any point. It is best to start ART 1 first, and then 2, and then 3. But a large number of people have done it backwards.
Sure.
Usually when people take the 3 course, they get so excited that they do want to take 1 and 2, and so that has sort of been the common.
I also have to give listeners a warning from my experience of having attended many of your courses over the years, is that like life, things change. And you're always learning. You're a diligent student, and you're always modifying and improving the approach, so that if you take the course 1 year and you come back 3 years later, you're going to see significant improvements to that. So there's sort of always a benefit to go back for a refresher, because it's not a static course. It's dynamic. It's an evolving science, I guess, is the point I'd like to appreciate and comment on, and that you're always extending the field. You're one of the major pioneers out there. So it's just an incentive to get back and take a refresher.
Yeah, maybe one last word to that. It is true what you said, but it's also true that the method and the whole field has become easier and easier as I'm looking through it with more clarity and understand more what these modern illnesses are and what people are really suffering from. My method of examining and treating have become much more easy. I like to give a number here that was just published a few days ago. I'm sure it's in your newsletter already. Americans spend 17.3% of their entire income on healthcare, and I promise you that's not going into my pocket.
Yeah.
And it is just the number when you think about it is astronomical, and that has, of course, doesn't have to do with that medicine has gone wrong, but it has to do with that our diet has gone wrong, our lifestyle has gone wrong. There's a whole electrosmog thing that has gone wrong. That our current society and the way we're doing our life is making people increasingly sick. So people are forced to spend more and more money on the health care, which is becoming increasingly ineffective because the health care that is offered can't fix the problems that are caused. Like when you have somebody who eats processed food and then develops cardiovascular disease, you cannot fix that with a tablet of digitalis or beta blocker. you have to go back to the basics and start eating organic food and raw food and doing all those things. And if somebody has a cardiac arrhythmia because they're sleeping in an electric field created by faulty wiring in their home, no vitamin C in the world will fix that. No herb will fix that. No medical drug will fix that. But that's what people spend their money on. Mm-hmm. You actually need to go back and change the wiring in the house. Right. And so I do believe that there is very few people like me that have a truly comprehensive grasp on what's making people sick and who is able to direct people with a simple diagnostic system to direct people and tell, listen, you have to spend your money over here, not over here.
Yeah.
And this way, it would instantly turn the 17.3% back to maybe 1%. If we could have our hands in healthcare and bringing it back to the hands-on diagnosing, to the application of common sense, and looking at the basic preventive things that Joe Mercola is teaching on his website, we would reduce the cost that people have to spend on their health dramatically. This is an insane number. This is almost a fifth of the entire income. It's going towards health.
And it, with especially the healthcare legislation, it's definitely going over 20%. It'll be more than a fifth. So I think those are some good points, and it just is, we basically wrapped up our time here, so I wanted to just close and say thank you for everything, and we'll have information on this page that you can contact Dr. Klinghardt's office and his, basically find out more about the course that he offers and some DVD sets and really learn more of his work, because I think it's really an effective strategy. We on our site we teach you these principles, but ultimately, there's other levels where you can individualize, you can customize it so that you know what specific issue is a problem for you or your family member, someone you love. So I couldn't encourage you more to follow this work. And I thank you for being with us today, Dr. Klinghardt.
And thank you, Joe. It's been great to be your friend over so many years now. And I'm still learning from you every day. It is wonderful to have you in my life.
All right, thanks.